From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, December the 14th, 2021. Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett concluded his historic visit to the United Arab Emirates, the first Israeli Prime Minister to visit the Gulf nation. Bennett shared his thoughts and experience before flying back to Israel last night.
I'm finishing a good visit here in the United Arab Emirates. I want to thank His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed for very warm hospitality throughout this visit. Throughout the day we had meaningful, in-depth and straightforward talks about our two nations, about the region, and about our economy and technology and what we can do together. I'm flying back to Israel very optimistic that this relationship can set an example of how we can make peace here in the Middle East.
Israeli disaster relief organization IsraAid is sending a delegation to Kentucky after the devastating tornadoes that struck there Friday night, leaving 74 people dead and massive destruction. IsraAid's emergency response team, it wrote, will arrive in Kentucky in the next few days to support recovery and cleanup efforts in affected communities. Israel's new ambassador to the United States, Michael Herzog, sent heartfelt condolences to the community, writing, Israel stands together with the American people and is ready to offer any assistance needed. Israeli Asaf Yassur won a gold medal at the World Para Taekwondo Championships this weekend. The 19-year-old, who had to have both his arms amputated below the elbow 6 years ago after an accident, took home the top prize, beating his Turkish competitor in the men's under 58 kilo category on Saturday in Istanbul, where the global competition took place. Israel's Culture and Sports Minister Hili Troper called Yassur a wonderful young man for whom the sky is the limit. Israel's Foreign Minister Yair Lapid said Asaf is not only a tremendous national pride for our country, it is also a reminder that willpower can take you to the highest peaks there are. The nominations for the 2022 Golden Globe Awards were announced yesterday. Jewish nominees include in film Best Director nominations for Steven Spielberg for West Side Story and Maggie Gyllenhaal for The Lost Daughter. Andrew Garfield received a Best Actor nomination for Tick, Tick, Boom, and Alana Haim received a Best Actress nomination for Licorice Pizza. Aaron Sorkin received a Best Screenplay nomination for Being the Ricardos. And in television, Brett Goldstein was nominated for Ted Lasso, Hannah Einbinder for Hacks, and Tracy Ellis Ross for Blackish. The winners will be announced on January the 9th. Well, Israel hosted its first Miss Universe competition this weekend with Miss India, Harnaz Sandhu, taking the crown. The event was held in the southern resort city of Eilat and broadcast live on television to hundreds of millions of viewers in 172 countries. Hosted by Steve Harvey, who opened the telecast, saying, "Tonight we are in the beautiful country of Israel. This is a country with so much rich culture and history." Israeli artists who performed at the event included Noah Kirel and Narkis, a recent guest on JBS's In the News. The show also included images of the contestants' travels across Israel over the last 2 weeks, including at the Kotel, the Western Wall in Jerusalem's Old City, and the Dead Sea. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, December the 12th at 7 o'clock. In a sermon to his congregation of the Stephen Wise Free Synagogue in New York City, Rabbi Ammiel Hirsch speaks to the importance of looking critically at what is being taught in schools today. At 8, Rabbi Avi Strausberg shares wisdom of the Torah and Talmud that can provide guidance during times of great uncertainty. That's with Andrew Feuerstein at the 2020 General Assembly of the Jewish Federations of North America. At 9, it's part 2 of Mark Golub's L'chaim interview with Shai Held. At 10, Held is joined by transgender activist Yiska Smith and Central Synagogue Rabbi Stephanie Collin to discuss the moral imperatives and responsibilities of Jewish people in America. That's with Abigail Pogrebin. And coming up next, it's the ILTV's Insider. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, December the 14th, 2021. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.